Hello, racers. This is Brain from GameBrain.media, and guess what? We're going to continue the subscriber 500 because that's what we're going to do until we're there. Uh, I want to introduce a little special something that I put together for this event specifically. Hello, racers. This is Brain from GameBrain.media. We're going to jump into Race Remaster. Race Remaster is a mod for the game Race 07. Race 07 can be found for $3 or $4 at various places on the internet like Steam. There's a ton of DLC, and the bundle basically you can find on alternate websites for $20. It's a CD key that can be activated on Steam, and it gives you every component of the game. So look around, you'll find it. Let's see now. I'm going to go to quick mode. I'm going to go to the BTCC. I'm going to run this Knock Hill track, and I'm going to use my favorite Mustang. And I got some weird looking coloration here, but let's jump into the game and see how it goes. I'm going to run on Novice, and I'm going to go 5 laps. Yeah, that ought to give me time to pass the bad guys. And opponent skill, I'm going to actually bump it up 2% because they've just been too easy. Even though, arcade is where I suggest you begin. And I'm going to go ahead and click it to custom now because I want to knock out the rolling start. I want a standing start. I do not want a pre-race warm-up. I don't want qualifying. I don't want practice. I want a one-race format. I'm going to leave the brakes, brake assist, and traction control. Well, you know what? It's either off, low, or high. Yeah, same with that. All right. Well, let's just cover this real quick. I recommend if you're new to gaming and you're just getting into the PC racing scene, you're going to love Race 07. It's an older game, but it runs at 4K with a minimal PC. You can run at 1080 with an even lesser capable PC. A potato, dude. So when you get in here, you're going to want to probably not jump right into installing mods, but run the base game, get used to things, and you're going to figure out that this Race Remaster is just broken down to the WTCC rules, but there's also STCC rules, and I think SCCA or SCAA. But when you go to custom, all bets are off. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, when you start out at novice, if you're a beginner, and you're using a gamepad, you're definitely going to start at novice and then start working your way up to semi-pro. In fact, let's just click through. Novice, you notice our opponent's skill level is 80, but we have high and high on the ABS stuff. If we go to semi-pro, now our ABS and traction control knocks down to low, and our opponent's skill is still at 80. There's some other little changes there that you can look at. But if you go to pro, now you're at 90% opponent skill, and eventually, I think you can go up to 110, dude. Yeah, 110. So, why didn't that flip me over to custom? That should have gone and put me on custom. But anyway, just want to point some of those things out so you get used to that thing. And you can run a 5-minute race. Okay, that's a pretty important aspect. Race laps or race time. If you have 10 minutes to blow and you just want to go run laps, then just go to 10 minutes. But 5 laps on a 2-mile track is, if you have an average speed of 60 miles an hour, it's going to take you 2 minutes a lap, right? Mile per hour. 1 mile per hour at 60 miles per hour. You got a 2-mile track. If your average speed on that track, it's going to be 2 minutes per lap. Now, that's not really applicable because there's places on the track where you're going to be busting 130 miles an hour, and other places you're going to be coming down to 30 to make that tight turn, right? So your average lap speed will probably be between 60 and 100 miles an hour, 60 and 80 miles an hour, somewhere in there. I don't know. All these tracks are so different, so big, and so some have huge, long straightaways, and some are super tight and twisty. It's just an endless wonderland of racing, bro. That's why I'm doing this series. I want people to play the game. It's so much fun. It is just really ridiculously fun. Anyway, I'm going to bump up my opponent's skill because I've been playing a little while, just a couple days or a couple times in experimenting with this game to see if I can get it to work with some of the mods I got going on. And now I'm going to switch to custom because I want to do a couple more things. And I want to get rid of this 2-lap format that is part of the WTCC rules. But I want to play this game, Race Remaster, because the visuals look better. There's better shaders, there's better color saturation and hue kind of things. So, practice session, no. And qualify session, no. I'm going to start at the back of the pack. Oh, grid position instead of random. Okay, yeah, I want to go all the way to the back of the pack. It's more fun to pass the rest of the pack. So I'm going to be in last place. I like a standing start. And I think that's pretty much it. All right, let's go. Hope it works. I've been messing this installation up. I've tried a couple other mods for Race Remaster, and all right, looks like it skipped practice, it skipped qualifying, and we are good to go. And our competition is just going to be 2% faster than what I've been running, which means I should have a lot closer duel because I'm just getting back into the game. And that's something that I also should talk about. If you're going to jump around like I do a lot, I play a little bit of arcade racing, then I play a little bit of sim racing, and then I play a little bit of motorcycle racing, and it just blows your system, dude. You forget the braking points or how difficult it is to take these big, heavy cars down from high speeds, so you don't anticipate the braking zone properly. It's really a thing to just get in a game, stay with it for a while, and have fun. So ultimately, that's the bottom line. Have fun. All right, so I usually don't start off in cockpit. May or may not have said this in other videos. I usually like to start like this, and then I draw out a little bit because the first turn is chaos. And I want to avoid contact at all costs. There's a lot of times where you will end up making contact, and some guy behind you is going to rear end you if you don't keep on the hustle button. Gas pedal. Alright, so cockpit view is enforced in some games where you're going to race online primarily. But honestly, I don't care for that. I like hood cam or bumper cam. Really, the hood just disappears. Now, I could... I thought I could manipulate the camera for that. Being here just gives you a little higher elevation. Watch when I push bumper cam, I drop. Not much. So I'm just going to leave the hood out there. It doesn't really interfere with me. It kind of gives me something to point through the corners with. Oh, sorry, bro. A little skinny track, man. I can't remember the name of the STCC tracks that I was playing in the Race 07 STCC DLC add-on. But, man, that series is fun. The tracks are freaking tight. The cars are small. They don't have this kind of monster power to step on the gas and kick out the rear end. They don't weigh as much, It's really fun to try to hustle those little cars around the track. Yeah, I mean, there's enough power there to make it dangerous. But Oh man, I had to hit the brakes. But you can also, they're light enough that you can carry momentum and speed. But the tracks are so tight that there's very few places where you need to carry momentum and speed. Like here, this, even though this is STCC track, it's yeah, it's pretty it's got some pretty wide open runs where you got to get on the gas. All right, so where am I at? I'm touching bumpers. I don't like that. Trying not to touch people, but I'm in 12th. Okay, so I made it halfway through the pack, and I'm on lap 3 of 5. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there was a big crunch there. Okay, I'm up in 10th. I'm in the top 10. I got 2 laps to knock out 10 guys. And I don't mean knockout. I'm not trying to take people out. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I felt like I had a really good run coming out of that last turn, man. Oh, whoa, got a little sideways. Oh, 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I didn't mean to get up on him, but I couldn't get beside him. This skinny little track. I can't believe how skinny this thing is. It almost feels like my car's out of scale. Okay, here we come, here we come, here we come. I don't want to ram anyone. Man, but I really wanted to get out of that turn faster. All right, I'm on top 4. Oh, this is much more exciting than playing at 80%. And, as I turn off the driver aids, or assist, braking, and acceleration, going to get a little better feel. And also inch the AI difficulty up to 83, then 85. And then, hopefully get our way up to 90 and 100. But you got to play the same game over and over, and honestly, that's where it kind of gets boring. Oh, look at this! Oh, a rush to the front. I'm in first. Woohoo! That was slick. I got lucky. Final lap, and final down the straightaway, dude. Here we come to the checkers. That's it. Nice. All right. Hey, did anybody notice a fancy new paint job I got on my car? I think that's pretty sweet. All right, so that was super fun. I love this game, and honestly, this mod is pretty damn good. I'm kind of shocked that the sky is so grim right here, but when it's a bright sunny day, man, the track and the cars really pop. I wonder if I screwed something up with installing some other mod. Oh, now there's some blue sky over there in the other part of the track. All right, so watching this replay is going to be fun. Let's see if I just go ahead and continue to the race results. My total race time was 5 minutes. I finished 1 minute ahead of the other guys. Different ways to look at things is what I'm looking at. Oh, look at that, disqualified. Did anybody get disqualified? No. Sometimes that's me in red, and I'm at the bottom of the list. But here's my sector timings. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Lap time is 58. There you go. Now I'm seeing it. Okay, so here's my total race time and my distance in front of the other racers and my average speed. Now if I go to sectors, it gives me my lap time. I was cutting a 58 as my best lap. These other dudes were popping out 103s. That's surprising because if you go back to general and look at the lap time, they're only 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds behind me. So how can their fastest... Yeah, maybe my last lap was just ripping. All right, anyway, that was fun. And now we'll go back. And then we'll continue. And I got the trophy. And... I like starting at the back of the pack and being the underdog and racing through the crowd. It gives you some, I think it teaches you some valuable lessons on watching their lines and also how to avoid conflict or how to avoid collision. Of course, that never pans out for me, but I collide. I go off track. It's a thing. So then there are. So this is this race camera is kind of odd. It usually stays glued to your vehicle a lot more. Let's see if we got a different race TV or race camera. Oh, I just changed cars. Okay. Nah, you only get one TV cam in this game. I think in Settle Corsa you either have a TV cam that does a lot of these wide shots with a stationary camera, and then oh man, I downloaded a mod for a Settle Corsa. It's a drone cam, dude. It will follow your car around the track from above, and you can rotate left, right, all the way around front and back. It's really really slick. I'll get around to that eventually. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Get notifications. Or ring that notification bell, as they say. No. Whoa. I saw my suspension crunched on one side as I was just drifting through a turn. See, you just don't really have that kind of a close follow in this particular game's camera settings. It's weird. There goes a whole bunch of cars instead of that TV camera being fixated on me. Now, maybe that's because I'm not at the front of the pack. I kind of doubt it's that smart back in the day. Remember, this game's 17 years old. I'm running it at 4K. Minor graphic enhancements with the race remaster mod, little shader action. And then I'm using the NVIDIA control panel to enhance some of the anti-aliasing settings, stuff like that. Oh, look at that! I'm dogging that Red Bull car. I wonder if I get around him without crunching him. I crunched the purple car. I see the two purple cars ahead of me. Oh, yeah. Somebody locked up the brakes. I think that blue car locked up the brakes, got hit by the green car, and I got around the green one. Yeah, I'm really disappointed how blasé this freaking camera action is, dude. Oh, now I remember. Here you go. Oh, did they change it in here. There we go. Now I can. There it is. Oh wait. Okay, now we're going forward, but I have camera controls. I can change the camera. It's not like the drone camera, but I can look at my car as I'm racing from any angle I want and see that I'm heading into traffic. I'm going to take the inside corner on this next turn. So I can position myself to, watch that. And I can zoom out. Yeah, now I remember. Pretty cool, huh? It's almost drone cam. Whoa! Nice! Yeah, that was my move to the front, baby. And here we are down the front straight. Last lap. Win! That was fun. Ah, man, that was fun. All right, I love this game. I hope you enjoy it too, and I hope you have fun, and I hope you buy it. It's cheap, It'll run on a potato PC. It looks good. You can play with a gamepad. That's all you need. All right. Well, I think that's enough of that. And thanks for watching. GameBrain is gone.